For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 14 of Season 5 here in the Career Mode RTG. We start today with a game away from home against Cardiff. As a number of you may be aware, at this present moment in time I'm in the process of moving house, so everything is kind of up in the air at the minute and I'm struggling for recording time as such. Again, for like the second night in the past 3, I'm recording this video at 1 AM on the morning of the day that you're seeing the video. So what we're going to do, considering we're right next to the transfer window anywhere, where I normally drop it down to 2 games per video, we're going to play Cardiff and Middlesbrough today. Tomorrow we'll play Watford and Aston Villa in the league, and then obviously I normally play 2 games per episode in the transfer window anyway, so that won't be any different, although we've got Villa in the Cup, and then we've got Villa again in the league at the end of the month. So we're going to be playing Aston Villa quite a bit over the next few days, but I was in IKEA earlier on today for like the whole day, spending an ungodly amount of money on new furniture for the house. And as such, only just got home at like 12:30. It's now 10 to 1 and I'm recording today's video. But don't worry, I will not miss an upload slot. As you see this, I'm in London filming another project down in London. So when I get back from that tonight, as you see this, I'll be recording tomorrow's Career Mode RTG and Napoli video, probably about this time of night again as well. So it's a little bit hectic right now, but I promise I will not miss an upload schedule or a slot in the upload schedule. You will still get a video in every single spot on the upload schedule with regards both Career Mode series. So like I say, the videos will still probably be 15 plus minutes in length. They'll still be just as entertaining as they normally are. They just won't quite be as long for the next couple of days or so, or maybe the next 4 or 5 days. But I'm sure you guys can understand. Things are very, very hectic right now. Some YouTubers might just palm it off and be like, I'm just not going to upload for a week. But I don't like to do that to you guys. You guys have gone out of your way over the past 4 years to continue to come back and support me on my videos. So the least I can do is go out of my way to ensure that you still have those videos to watch. So I'll alter it slightly. Although, like I say, we're coming up to the transfer window anyway. And I normally drop it to, I drop it to 2 games per episode in the transfer window anyway. So it's probably, of all of the times in the series where I could have this sort of scheduling issue, now would be the time when I'm in a transfer window, wouldn't it? So feel free to let me know your thoughts on the transfer window upcoming. I'll go into a little bit more detail once I've played Cardiff and Middlesbrough, and then I'll run through the squad and show you what the budget is and what I'm thinking of doing in this upcoming transfer window, and then you can give me your suggestions. And by the time I get back from London tonight, and in fact, when I get back from London tonight, as you're seeing this, I'm going to go to the new house and start building some of the furniture that I bought today. Things are hectic right now, and my ME-ridden body is probably going to hate me for about a month after this, but life goes on. The internet never sleeps. So we will push forward and we will play Cardiff away, followed by Middlesbrough. We are currently 5 points clear at the top of the table, 10 points clear of Liverpool in third. We're having an unbelievable season so far this year. Although that said, a number of other sides that you would expect to be at the top are actually having as good a season as we're having. Teams like Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United are having the polar opposite of seasons. Chelsea 7th, United 8th, Arsenal 14th, having lost 7 games of their opening 15, and City down in 15th, having drawn 9 of their opening 15 games, which is just remarkable. Cardiff, they're rock bottom of the table right now, but I mean, I can only continue to play as well as I can, and if the CPU is going to fuck up, then it's not my fault, it's the CPU's fault. So I have switched back the commentary to English from Italian for recording this episode. All I'll need to do tomorrow is when I record the Napoli episode, remember to switch it back to Italian. But let's jump into this game against Cardiff. Again, I really appreciate all the support, guys. I'm sure 99% of you appreciate the situation I'm in right now with recording, etc., and fully understand and will continue to fully give your support to the channel. So thank you very much for that. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any content. I'm not going to miss an upload slot. You will still get the videos as they are listed, so not to worry. The content will still be coming your way, and hopefully coming your way in a victorious style, starting here away from home against Cardiff. To Navarrete. Good footwork. Get it back to Renato. Do we fire that to Morata? I have done. And he's laid it off to Navarrete. But oh, the defenders are messing up. And it's still reached Navarrete. Wow. That would have been the most calamitous of mistakes from a number of defenders and the goalkeeper if that had ended up in the back of the net. Cardiff City already treading a fine line here and nearly going 1-0 down very early on. Back to Trippier. Crosshead to Greco. Gibbs. Greco. Sanchez. Building slowly. You can see the number of defenders that Cardiff have got back. It's not going to be easy to break them down in this one. Although poke that through there to Morata. Oh, it's going to go in. Oh, Cardiff City are all over the place at the back. That's you'll have seen the first highlight where they completely ballsed up and very nearly conceded. But oh my shit, that was almost just as bad, if not even worse. He's kneed that into the back of the net. I have no words. There is no way to accurately describe how idiotic that is. Cambridge 1, Cardiff 0 is all we need to say. Gibbs through there to Morata. Go across to Navarrete. Again, there are a number of Cardiff defenders back here, but I think they're just getting in each other's way. Cardiff were rock bottom of the table, weren't they, I think? And, well, they are playing like it. Picking them apart here. This could quite easily be our biggest win of the season so far. Cardiff City are not even close to being on par with the majority of the other teams in the Premier League. This could be an absolute demolition job. So, poke that through there to Morata, lol. Not got Miranda on the pitch. Oh, is that going to drop to me? It's not, unfortunately. Cardiff have kind of firmed up since we scored that second goal. They've actually... What has done them a favour is they've pushed a little bit further forward and their defenders have spread out a little bit more and they've kept possession a lot better, he says, as he kicks it straight at Renato Sanchez. It was when they drop back into that defensive shell that the players just get in each other's way and they just can't put any proper tackles in. Good strength there from the defender to bump me off the ball there. 10 minutes to go till half-time. After those two goals went in, I was starting to think we might find ourselves on the end of like a Tottenham-Wigan, where it was like 9-1, or a Chelsea, rather unfortunately for them, Wigan, where it was like 7-0, or was it 8-0? I think Chelsea won 8-0 against Wigan, didn't they? And we beat Aston Villa by 7-0. So big scorelines like that aren't unheard of in the Premier League, but I think Cardiff City have just kind of realised where they've gone wrong, and they've actually been half decent since that second goal went in. So whether they'll actually do anything offensively, I'm not... Why is it whenever I praise them, they do something wrong? Right, Cardiff have been terrible. They've been absolutely awful. Now they'll go up the other end and score a goal. Here's Rawls, or Rawls, not sure how to pronounce that. Here's Richards, know how to pronounce that one. Down the right-hand side, decent ball in. John Stones will head clear, though. It's the first time Cardiff have been even remotely close to my box. Tutonda, oh, he's found the space, but he's shot wide of the target. Two of my players end up on the floor there. Not entirely too sure how, but we're going to take a 2-0 lead in at half-time. I have to be honest, I'm pretty confident that we're going to get the win here, guys. Out to Trippier. Down line there to Mitchell Weiser. Early cross. Morata underneath it. Oh, it's Navarrete underneath it. It's a good save by the keeper, Janko. Win that, Renato. We could have another chance. It's dropped to Navarrete. I'm trying to spin away from everybody. It will drop here to Renato. We'll go back to him and hit it early again. Oh, good save by Janko for a second time. If it weren't for him, we could be out of sight already. Although I think, considering the standard of their play so far, 2-0 is out of sight for this Cardiff team. That should be my throw. And is. We'll keep the pressure on. Sanchez will throw it back there to Trippier, who has great crossing. And that's a wonderful delivery, but Navarrete can't get on the end of it. Never mind, 6 minutes, or 7 minutes now into the second half. Still just the 2-0. And they have Manchester United away next. See how narrow Cardiff are right now. There's so much space out wide. Again, they're starting to get in each other's way defensively. Good tackle there by Hughes, though. Big ping out wide. Bennett should win that header and has done. Not really much of a threat in this one, Cardiff, to be honest. You can see exactly why they're down the bottom of the table. I can't really see from the football I've been playing so far in this one, though, why I'm top of the table. To be fair, I think I'm only top of the table because the other CPU teams are being absolutely jeffing terrible this season. Navarrete will not make it 3 because Janko makes another good save. Oh, and he's kept that in there, Vieira. Shame you couldn't do that with the ball earlier on, isn't it? Put it over the line and scored an own goal, didn't you numpty? Pateo. Getting away from Renato here. Are Cardiff going to get themselves a consolation goal? It would only be a consolation goal. I really don't see them scoring 2. To be fair, I really don't see them scoring the 1, but you never can tell with my defending. I haven't exactly been on the ball defensively the past few episodes, but hopefully, he says, as he gives the ball back to them, we can keep them out and keep a clean sheet. Amrabat works that out nicely, actually, to Tonda and into the middle, and well, that nearly was just as embarrassing for us as it had been for Cardiff in the first half. Unfortunately, their man has stayed down hurt as well. Greco's first touch is atrocious there. Ivanov tries to get it back into the box and Gibbs will work it away. I don't know what Greco was doing a moment ago. Go back. Oh, I was meant to go back to him. But never mind. There goes the final whistle. A 2-0 win against a very, very lacklustre Cardiff City side. I, again, still can't think of how to explain that first own goal. And to be fair, they did nothing all game. But they stuck in there, they defended well and kept us to just the 2, I think, more so than anything else. Spurs haven't played. Man United win. Arsenal draw, so they'll stay down the bottom. Manchester City lose again, so they'll stay down the bottom. It's just not going well for them right now at all. John Stones is suspended for picking up a yellow card. And Tottenham still haven't played yet, so we'll wait and see what happens with them. I'll do a little bit of training, and then we will advance to the game against Middlesbrough, and then after we played Middlesbrough I will run you through what my initial thoughts are and what I want your feedback on for the upcoming transfer window.
Got a bit of protection, haven't they?
Renato, Paredes, Morata backing in. Navarrete's made a good run and had to put a tackle in there to keep possession. Clayton wins the tackle back to get it back from Middlesbrough, and I don't know where Kieran Gibbs has gone, but Christian Stuani is in behind here, but he is absolutely no match for the strength of Davinson Sanchez, at least in that situation. That ball was not meant for Navarrete, but Gibson very nearly lost it, actually. Obviously, John Stones suspended, as we saw, for this game, so Davinson Sanchez has stepped up to the plate, and hopefully, by stepping up to the plate, he can put in just as good a performance as John Stones has done so far this season, and ensure that we get another clean sheet. Because I'd very much like to get a run of clean sheets. To be fair, we still have, I think, the best defensive record in the league. Get that in there. Oh, why is it played it to? Why would it play that to Navarrete when Morata is right there and it quite literally rolled across Morata's toes to get to Navarrete? That's not frustrating at all. That time the pass was my fault, giving it straight to them. Jordan Rose showing good strength here to hold off Leandro Paredes. His reach turns well. He's given that straight to Renato Sanchez and will go on the counter-attack. Sometimes I don't understand what the CPU do with their passing, although to be fair, I just complain about how my passing was misplaced, but if it's the CPU playing its own pass, then surely it can't misplace its own pass. Well, not by that bad, anyway. Renato, through there to Navarrete. I need support, and we've gotten it, and I probably shouldn't have played that pass to Renato, maybe I should. Mitchell, what was that, mate? I know you had a man on your shoulder, but not even close to being near the realm of good enough.
Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal.
No! I can't believe the defender's not got to that. I was so comfortable there that I just didn't say anything. And he's just ignored the football. I want to have a look at a replay of that. What are you doing, Elliot Bennett? I just pressed B and was like, yeah, sure, he'll get rid of that. I won't need to say anything. And then, I mean, maybe the camera angle's done me there and it's actually too high. Nope, that is definitely not too high for you, Elliot Bennett. If I ask you to clear that, pretty sure you should be clearing that. Take nothing away from the header, it's decent, although why the keeper's sprinted out at it, I'm not entirely too sure. He's just made a decision to sprint towards the ball just as he heads the ball on goal. My turn for a calamitous goal to be scored against me. That was awful, all round. Reach down the line here to Diallo. I will commentate them having a cross this time, and again the defender missed it. At least he actually tried to get to it this time. Oh, apparently crosses are my weak spot today. Greco will try and get past the defender here, and he's done well, although Emilio and Sui quite fast in a straight line, so I wasn't really going to accelerate away from him there. Greco, oh, go on then. We'll go inside to... oh, wow. Passing is not one of my fortes right now either. Squeeze that through there to Paredes. Hopefully he's got the acceleration to get there. He does, and we'll drill it into the middle. I'll take a corner off James Husband. We'll see if we can get ourselves an equaliser here. That's the decent delivery. Up goes Bennett. No, it's Paredes, but it was over the bar. Still 1-0 down as we head towards half-time. Morata, Paredes, Visor. Through to Navarrete. Spins well. Look to poke through Greco. We're in behind. Nicola Greco. Oh, stunning finish. I tell you what. I know I was going to talk about my transfer plans at the end of the episode, but one thing that has clearly been decided throughout this season is that Nicola Greco has finally arrived. It's taken him 3 or 4 seasons, but Nicola Greco is finally providing the sort of service that is warranting his place in the starting lineup ahead of Mbappe. I was thinking at the beginning of the season about selling him, but to be fair, he has stepped up to the plate this year and been very, very good. He will stay in this January transfer window. Unless maybe I get an offer of like 100 million, in which case he can go. Visor to Trippier. Pull it back maybe. In there to Navarrete. I see the run being made by Paredes. Through there to Visor. Across to Nicola Greco, who's turned well. Is he going to do it again? No, he's not. Emilio and Sue puts in a very well-timed block. Maybe if I'd have tried to play that on the floor or like drill it low, it might have snuck underneath the defender. But Diallo's going to get to this and actually go on a nice run here after that turn. But he's had to go backwards to Jordan Rhodes, and then he's had to go backwards to Nsue, and then he's had to go backwards again. So I think we've defended that counter-attack quite well, don't you? Diallo. Back to Forshaw. Got options on the right, and that's a nice ball in behind actually to reach. I'm trying to fight off a yawn. That's a good cross. Renato Sanchez does enough to put the defender off, but I think he put himself off as well. We'll try and catch him on the counter. Navarrete into Morata. Go back to Navarrete just before he drifts offside. Get the shot off. Oh! What a goal that would have been if that had flown into the far top corner. Wrapped his foot right around it and tried to whip it into the far top corner. And he very nearly did. That's bending towards goal. And it's not far away at all. That's a nice ball through. And somehow it's reached Diallo. No, I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to bed. See you later. No night. That just happened. It's 1:40 AM and Diallo's just put that top bins. 2-1 to Middlesbrough. Nice ball by Trippier into Navarrete. Squeeze that through there to Paredes. Actually give it back to Navarrete, who has a shot blocked. Drops to Morata. That shot is well saved and comfortably so by May, yes. We are moving drastically quickly towards stoppage time, and we are now in fact in said stoppage time, and I have 3 minutes to get myself an equaliser here. That was well won by Elliot Bennett, but Sanchez can't hold on to possession. Martin de Roon's done brilliantly, and Victor Fisher might be doing enough here. No, I was going to say might be doing enough here to give Middlesbrough the win, but it's not over yet. It is not over yet. Greco, you've been brilliant so far. I need you to come up with another piece of magic, please. Some good dribbling. That wasn't meant for Trippier, it was meant for Visor, who was rushing forward. But because the ball went backwards, the referee blew his final whistle. Well, there goes my unbeaten Premier League run. To be fair, at least it was an extremely good goal that broke our unbeaten Premier League run. Oh, 8 shots, 4 on target to their 4 and 3. I don't think I deserve to lose that. I don't think I necessarily deserve to win it, but I didn't deserve to lose it. And Spurs just won against Everton, so they'll close the gap on us as well at the top of the table. Well, that's annoyed me. That's annoyed me quite a lot. And the next game against Watford is 48 hours later, so I'm going to have to play a full rotation side against Watford as well. Although, to be fair, played a full rotation side against Bayern Munich, and they played quite well, so we'll have to wait and see how they get on. That will be in tomorrow's episode. Let's round things up with an overview of what my plans are for this upcoming transfer window then. So we'll dive into the squad. Actually, no, I'll show you what money I've got first. We have £10 million in the transfer budget, £143,000 in the wage. So I can adjust that slightly so it's actually doesn't make that much difference there, as you can see. 11.7 and then about £80,000 a week in the wage budget. So we don't really have enough to be able to bring someone in without selling someone on. I might as well give you a squad report whilst we're here. And we can go through... Actually, let's do it position by position. So goalkeeper, not going to be changing either of these two goalkeepers. They will be staying. Right back, Trippier, I would contemplate selling on. I would also contemplate saying, wow, Bradley Halliday's worth nearly 40 million. Bradley Halliday, obviously, one of the recreated players that I had to remake when I set up the new save after the mishap after Season 1. I would be willing to sell on either Kieran Trippier or Bradley Halliday to replace them with another right-back. Who that right-back would be, I'm not sure. I would have said it would have been Serge Aurier, but he recently moved, didn't he, from Manchester City to Bayern. So I'm not sure. Unless we maybe drop Mitchell Weiser back to right-back and then buy another right-sided midfielder, which is a genuine option. That might be easier to try and find a player to play on the right-hand side of midfield, actually. So either Trippier or Bradley... To be fair, if we're going to be buying a potential midfielder, Bradley Halliday might be the one to sell on. I will leave it up to you. Trippier or Halliday, one of them will get sold, and then we'll drop Mitchell Weiser back to right-back, and we'll buy a new right-sided midfielder with whatever money I have. Make sense? I think that's going to be the only plan, actually. I'll still give you a full squad report, because why not? Elliot Bennett up to 82 rated now, continuing to grow very nicely indeed. John Stones up 1 to 84, now back from suspension, thankfully. Davinson Sanchez, 78 rated, continuing to grow despite limited football this season. Harry Darling doing the same, despite limited football this season. Okay. Kieran Gibbs' stats are starting to drop. I'll sell Kieran Gibbs as well. Let's add Kieran Gibbs to the transfer list. We'll bring Roussillon back as my first team left back. And then I'll continue to train Rico Henry with regards to his stand tackle and slide tackle. And then I think Rico Henry might take over. Alright, well that's an extra little bit of money we could raise. So maybe, I still don't know which one of the two to sell. Whether it's Halliday or Trippier. I will leave it up to you. Leandro Paredes growing up 1 to 82. 3 goals and 3 assists so far this season. Eric Dyer up 1 to 83. 2 assists for him so far this year. Still rock solid in that CDM role, of course. Not really expecting him to score goals. Ewan Watson is growing out on loan, which is great news. Lino Navarrete is now rated 91 and valued at £94 million. He is unhappy. Feels he's too big for the team. Well, if I win the Premier League this season, you can't really feel that you're still too big for the team, can you? 3 goals, 10 assists for him this year, an average rating of 8. He's pretty good. Spoiler alert. Michail Antonio, his stats are continuing to drop. Is he still on the transfer list? No, I'll add him to the transfer list now then, because his stats are starting to drop. We'll try and move Michail Antonio on and replace him. Renato Santos is up 1 to 85. Although I think that happened just as we bought him, didn't it? In the summer window. 4 goals, 3 assists. 4 goals, 3 assists for him this season. Aidan Murphy is up 6 to 71. His stand tackle is now 93 rated. And I'll start to concentrate on his stats elsewhere. As you can see, his ball control and dribbling is starting to go up as well. Want his physical stats to start going up a little bit more as well, though, if possible. Berry, still here at the club. Nicola Greco up 2 to 88. 4 goals in 15 Premier League appearances so far this year, which is, I think, is more than he's scored in his past 2 seasons combined. 5 goals, 1 assist in all comps. I think his first team position is assured now, like I say, unless I get a 9-figure sum for him. Ruben Loftus-Cheek up 1 to 77, so still growing, despite not seeing as much football this season. Tyler Brown, still growing whilst out on loan. Crucially, his physicals are starting to grow as well, but not his strength. And I wanted his strength to go up. And his sprint speed and acceleration as well. He's still not good enough, really, to cut it in the Premier League, I don't think. Zedos is very unhappy now. Feels he should play more, has that special something. He's played 10 games, got 1 goal, which was a decent goal, and an assist as well. If we're selling Antonio, I want to keep hold of Jedos. That is the noise that my brain makes when it's thinking something over very quickly. Alvaro Morata, 86 rated, 8 goals in 12 Premier League games, 3 assists as well. Superb. 8 overall average rating, 2 assists in 2 Champions League games as well, with an 8.3 rating. £45 million, very well spent. Jamie McLaren, 7 goals in 11 games, because it's Jamie McLaren and that's just what he does. Anthony, yeah, for some reason my brain was saying Antonio. Anthony Lozano, 6 goals in 17 games. Not quite as prolific this year, but a number of those appearances have been off the bench as well, so it would be unfair to judge him on it. Mbappe is up to 82 rated overall now, which is good. 1 goal, 2 assists for him this season. Again, a number of those have been as a substitute. And I will quickly show you the youth players, although I don't think that anything will have changed as of yet. No, it hasn't. They will update as we go from month to month, and we will, of course, go into the next month in tomorrow's episode. So that's the situation. Let me know what to do with right back and right mid, as they're kind of intertwined, and we'll sell Kieran Gibbs and move Roussillon back to that first team left back spot and give Rico Henry some more football and continue to train Rico Henry, and hopefully he can become an even better left back, because his physical stats are already good enough. Leandro Paredes not feeling up to it. Don't worry, my man. I was going to rotate the side anyway. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, I'll show you the league table quickly. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further videos, whether it's this series or the Napoli series. Like I say, I will continue to meet all of these schedule requirements. Manchester City now level on points with everybody in the relegation zone. Cardiff still on 10. And understandably got smacked by us. Although, to be fair, they've only conceded 28 goals, which actually isn't that many in 17 games to be bottom of the league. But still, they are bottom of the league. Arsenal 14th, Everton 16th, Manchester City 17th. Arsenal, of course, the champions last year. Everton, of course, the side that finished second last year. Now 14th and 16th, respectively. I don't know. I just don't know. If Standard Liège can have an entire squad of 30 players and not have a goalkeeper, then nothing in life makes sense. I'll see you next time.